Friends, hello and welcome back. It is time. It is time to start our rebuild series for NHL 21. This is our first time jumping into a franchise mode in general here, so we'll have to work out the kinks, see what's new, how the things are working this year, but we are starting with the one, the only Anaheim Ducks. We know they got a stud goalie, second ranked goalie in NHL 21 according to EA's top 10. They got Getzlaf, they have Raquel. We're seeing, I was going to say Perry slide out the list, and I was like, wait a minute, that's probably because he's not on the team anymore. That would do it. 101 million in team budget there. We'll see what we have to work with. So let's take a look at the settings. 86 overall right now. Clearly not good. Actually better than the LA Kings. LA Kings 82 overall. I thought we was the lowest in the division. San Jose's actually an 85. Must be the goal. Now they gave them guys a good goalie rating, I think, too. I wonder why they have such a low overall over there in San Jose. They have a pretty solid, team from an overall standpoint, you would think. Computer trades on, owner mode off, player morale off, fog of war off because it's a one-year rebuild, salary cap we leave on, head coach, you are not touching our lines. Everything else should be good there. We will turn the injuries off, and then there should be what? I think we turn off the notifications, and that's just about it here. We don't really turn anything else off. Trade alerts, blockbuster off, trade waiver notifications off, trade offer notification, we'll leave it off because the last time was that NHL 21? Might have been NHL 20. I swear we did a 21 sim. There's no way we did that yet. There's just a crap load of trade offer notifications there. Because we're rebuilding though, we actually just give us a thought on that. Usually we leave it off. How you guys feel about that? We're going to leave it off for this one. Always willing to adjust and accommodate to what you guys want to see most out of these rebuilds. But as per the usual, the way these rebuilds work, if you are new to the series, first time checking out the channel, always appreciate you coming by. But the way we do this, we have 1 year. We have 1 year to make any changes we possibly can to turn the team into a Stanley Cup contender and preferably a winner. We try to be pretty lenient with the trade draft picks where we're trying not to trade all of them, but we still try to make a couple moves. At the same time, new to franchise mode, that's right. Thank you for showing me the coaches. So we'll see how we do it. It's always a test the water type of thing. The way we always look at it though is it's 1 year. You have 1 year to just go all in and see if you can make it happen with the team. Anaheim though, let's take a look. I'm kind of digging the black and green theme. I'm kind of liking it right now. I think you know what I really like is the way they did Hut this year with how like the designs and stuff kind of cover all the menu buttons where it's got like a player and a graphic instead of just the like the name of whatever the button is. I think that's kind of neat this year. They've been adding, bring it in a franchise mode next. But looking at the Anaheim Ducks, we have Silverberg, Getzlaf, Raquel, Martin Jones. Just kidding, Max Jones, Adam Enrique. Troy Terry over there. Staal, Sonny Milano, ex-Blue Jacket. And then Rowney. Ooh, David Backes. That's a nice contract to have. What's he getting paid? Oh, yeah, $4 million. That ain't bad. $4 million. What's the deal on it? Did they sign him to a one-year deal, or are they eating only part of the salary there? He was getting paid more than $4 million, right? And then Heinen over there as well. So let's take a look real quickly before we go too far. Playmaker, power forward. Oh, Getzlaf's a playmaker, power forward, sniper. So that's answer one. That was this combination last year. Playmaker, power forward, sniper with +3 or +5. Virtually everything. And to see we're already 1 in, and that's not the case. Raquel, bad scheme, line fit. Getzlaf, bad line fit. Now, I wonder if that's changing this year. That is a lot of lower line fit. Silverberg doesn't fit there. We'll see if anybody fits on this first line. Jones, Henrique's better. Terry fits better on the first line. Milano a little bit there as well. Still wants to be a second liner. You're not going to go there. You're not going to go there. You're not going to go there. So there are some guys. This might be a team we have to consider trading or signing a new coach for because we just have so many guys. We'll take a look at the defense real quick. Actually, before we do that, I want to make sure. I want to see. Henrique's a two-way forward. I thought he was a playmaker. I want to see what happens if we put. Oh, Jones is a power forward too. Does Jones have first line capabilities? A little bit. We have 2 power forwards in this team, so that's going to be nice. I want to see what happens if we get, or how the, oh, that's how you go backwards. I want to see how the chemistries work. Again, first time playing franchise mode this season, so it's going to take a little bit to see how the minor, if there is minor adjustments to stuff like the chemistry works here. Playmaker, Staal. Was Staal got that fit on the first line? No. Did you fit on the first line, Nicholas? You did not. Who in the heck was those? Somebody that fit on the first line. Backes, of course, he ain't a playmaker. Now he's another power forward. Man, this team is loaded with power forwards, so we should be able to make something work with that. Somebody's got to fit on his first line. This guy does, but that ain't the answer. That's going to keep it at a +1. Henrique's a playmaker or power or two-way forward. And as always, get it out of the way early. New series again for the year. We don't change the player types in the settings. Personally, I consider it cheating. It's a personal preference. You guys are more than welcome to play your franchise the way you want. But the way I look at it is, hey, change your player type into player settings. You're essentially just saying, let me just go take the attribute setting and +3 every single player on the team. Same story, I think. That's my opinion on it. It's always, again, allowed to be different. There's got to be somebody, though. Real quick, let's take a look at who's scratched, maybe. Somebody's got to be a player that fits on the first line. How about a defenseman on the first line? How about you don't even have a chemistry thing? That's beautiful. I love seeing that. What if we put you in? You're a playmaker. And how do you feel there? They have literally nothing there. It doesn't even make sense. Oh, yeah, that +3 is it there. Okay, so if you get the guys that properly fit, it does still +3. I was concerned. I think we just have bad chemistry. Team's got horrible chemistry. So that'd be the first thing we do is try to find a coach that fits the scheme fit, unless these guys on defense love him. And what the heck was that about? What? Is that a glitch? Oh, is that new this year? I'm so confused. I am so... Why does he have a scheme fit of a forward? Left defense, right defense. Is that I feel like I didn't see anything about that in franchise mode. Am I crazy or is it bugged out? Because it is currently showing his scheme fit to play forward, and that is not the answer. It must just be a bug. You see how you when you no, that is not it. What am I doing here? Somebody help me. I am new to this game. No, see, it's showing these guys. Maybe it's the line fit. I think it's a bug. Yeah, it's definitely a bug. Interesting. That's gonna be a pain, I guess, a little bit, because watch this. I click on Lindholm. We backed out. We came back. Lindholm, first person to click on. Bang, 4. Move over to Manson, bang, 4. If you go over to okay, now everybody's there. I really don't understand what's going on with this. Hold on a second. There's got to be, you put it here, scheme fit, favorite coaches, scheme fit, yeah, and then if we move it around, but the second we go off and move over to this and go back, and it's still there. I don't understand. Somebody's going to explain that to me. Why is that something I've never heard of there? We're going to try to make it work, though. We're going to change the coaching staff and see what works best for this team. Clearly, there's nothing too special about these defense of pairings. Not that we can tell, but there's nothing too special that says, hey, we got to keep these guys. So we're going to take a look at what they got out there as far as coaches are concerned. McGuire. How's McGuire looking? He's actually got a good chemistry with the staff, but we're more worried about the chemistry with the players. 60% there. Lindholm actually loves playing with him. Lindholm, and that is it. So Lindholm, maybe that's why he plays the forward. He can play every position he wants there. So we're gonna go ahead and look at coaches, see what they got out there this year. Got some B's. How you looking, Lashoff? We don't really care about the teaching because it's a 1-year deal. We just care about chemistry with the team. 60% there, 53 no, 65 and Darche. He wants 4 years. I don't really care what he wants. I just want him to be a great coach for the team. That's all I'm really asking for. He is balanced. Balance looks like the answer. Or Horkoff. Oh, Getzlaf fits well. Manson fits well. Who was the other one? Henrique is middle of the pack. I want to see our power forwards fit the best we can there. No, Henrique's not the power forward. Who in the heck was the other power forward? Henrique, Fowler, Manson, Silverberg. I can't remember. Now, was it Jones? Was Jones the other power forward? He looks like he has decent chemistry. Jones or Terry? So that looks like it could work there at the 67% chemi. I'm going to take a look real quickly at our power forwards to make sure we get this right. All right, so yeah, it was Jones, Getzlaf, and Backus. So back to what we was looking at here. We'll go back down to who was it? The 67% player in Horkoff. It is Getzlaf, great. How's Backus? Jones is solid. It's not the greatest max up, but it's solid. Backus looks solid as well. We'll take a look at one more guy here. Getzlaf, that's not the right league. He doesn't want to be up here anyway, so that's not gonna work. Here's other guys, 65%. You have Jones solid. You have Getzlaf solid, Manson solid. I see a lot more solid there, but I'm going to take a bet here on Getzlaf being the man that we need to worry about. And I think we're going to make sure he fits best, and he loves playing for this coach. The defense looks good. So we're going to go with Horkoff here. We're going to send Horkoff a nice contract. You can have all the money in the world, buddy. Come on down. He's going to be an NHL coach, though. I don't know if we can max that out still or not, though. We'll see. We'll see how that works this year. That's something I want to try to test out as well this year, is check out the... Oh, we're done there? I did 1.2, sure. I want to test out how it works as far as how effective coaches can be for some teams there. I have to do quite a few probably sims to make that work. We're going to fire you. You're out of here, McGuire. See you later. Thanks for playing. The associate coach is going to need a promotion, at least for the time being, to see if our coach says, sure, sign me up. I'm on my way. And then we can take a look at the lines and see what kind of improvements we're going to have to make for this team. I imagine quite a few. Thankfully, whoa, fancy, different looking back and screen here. Okay, then. Sure. Nice. Okay. We made the numbers brighter, but the names are still dark. So at least we know what day of the month it is. Still don't know what team we're playing, and if we don't know logos. We're really starting up on the right foot here by offering me a role ideally suited for my skills. So I gladly accept. Oh, welcome, Neil Horkov. Just a joke, by the way, fellas. I understand. We got a big old logo there. We got it. We're good. Got to clarify. Okay, so I'm praying and hoping for the best here. Mad good chemistry. Send it, please. There we go. +3 first line. Raquel, Silverberg, and Getzlov. We needed that. These guys fit better there, thanks to Getzlov. Everybody else, it's whatever. It's whatever from there. Terry's a guy that I think can be a bottom. Oh, he fits so well in that second line, but he's got to be a bottom 6 guy. And so does Henrique's going to kill us with that. I can't believe he's not a playmaker. So Jones is a power forward. He's going to be the guy that stays on that second line because we want to try to get that boost there as well if we can. Actually, we don't really have to. I think we should try, though. Yeah, Staal can play on the second line, but I don't really want Staal as a second line center. See, that +3s. Now, what if we move? That's not going to work. I'd like to see if we could try to make something work with Henrique there. I don't know if Henrique's even going to want to be a... He doesn't want to be a second liner. He wants to be a third liner, so that's tough. We're going to need to find a center there. I think that's where we start, is a center. Terry's a two-way forward. Ideally, we find a sniper, but we're not going to find no sniping center. I don't think that's going to happen. Staal can play center. He's not good in the dot, though. Can we move him there? It doesn't change the chemistry. Yeah, I'd like to find a sniper. A sniping winger. And we can move Terry down a spot there. It's still such a weak... Sorry, Silverberg, but it's such a weak front line there. Can Silverberg play second line and make it work? Yeah, he could play second line. What if we put Henrique back then? No. Maybe we find a top line right wing. I feel like we need to get a goal scorer for that line. I am concerned about the Steele Jones thing, so I do think we need to find... We're going to need to find a playmaking center. We definitely need to find a center... And we're going to have to say a right... I mean, see, if we can find a solid center for that second line, and then we have Henrique on the third line, we got a lot of depth here. And then Terry can move to wherever he fits in best. And as far as the defense is concerned, 84, 85, 84, 80. Oh, we got some solid defense here. We might not have to go too big on the defense. Manson, Lindholm. I'm afraid to see what happens with the chemistry, so I'm just going to move guys around. +5, send it! Oh, count me in. Come on down to Juice. Come on down. I knew it was going to say he was on us. Yeah, I did that. It's the second you click on it, it does it every time. And then Manson, the same story. I feel like it's doing that on purpose. Somebody's going to we're going to get some clarification from you guys. Because see, why is it doing it? It did it for literally everybody this time. That is confusing, though. It shouldn't be doing that. I did not see any update about, or was there? Was there an update about franchise mode in the fourth? I don't remember seeing it. I feel like it's bugged. I could be wrong. We'll figure it out, though. The Juice, we know offensive defensemen play well together, so that's obvious for us. We can move these guys down a line, and then we can keep Lindholm up on that first line, or, not Lindholm, Fowler and Lindholm on that first line. Clearly, they did not agree with that, though. We moved those guys off one line, and all of a sudden, they're just, bang, right down to, there we go, +5. It'll +5 to third line. That's a pretty good boost there, but we don't want that third line +5. That's the problem. So Fowler and Lindholm, both good right there. Two-way, and Gould and Larson. See, I don't want to do that, though. I feel like we might need to get a defenseman then. I really like the +5 idea there, but it's only going to work on that line, which is kind of killer for us. I can't believe they won't fit on that second line. That would be ideal. We could even work in, I guess, if we wanted to. What we could try doing here is finding a first-line offensive defenseman. That would probably be an idea, right? Move him, and then we'd have Fowler, Lindholm second line, and then those two on the third line. Yeah, we'll go that direction. We're going to look for an offensive defenseman. We need a sniping winger, and we need a playmaking center. That is the three areas we're going to look at here for this team. Gibson, Miller looking good in net there. Should be good from a goaltending standpoint. I feel like this episode is going to take a lot longer than they normally take because it's the first one of the year, first time playing franchise mode. We're going to test everything out. We're going to check out all the new toys. So let's see what we got from a player value standpoint. We're going to look playmaker. We're going to look, that's not what we're looking for. We'll go center. We don't really need it. Okay, we won't go center. We'll just go playmaker. Sick. That'll work. Sweet. Let's do it. Actually, let's go sniper first. We need a first line sniper. We'll see what's out there. Trade value just through the roof. We can pick up Leon Draisaitl. He doesn't cost too much. He's just a little bit expensive. Not too bad there. Let's go down to an area we can afford. Actually, that's not. We need to look at the cap space. That was one other thing we need to check out, I guess, don't we? The cap, we'll see it here in a second, I guess, when we pick a player. So let's take a look here. Well, these guys are all too expensive, 87 Gaudreau. He's pretty friendly there. Elite first line guy. He is forward second line. The question is, how accurate do you think the scouting is going to be this season? It's always up and down there. So forward second line, all penalty killing lines in Gaudreau. There's an option. How about Dadonov? I always like trading for Evgeny Dadonov. Line 2 as well. I mean, if it comes down to it, we could move these guys. He can play second line. We have a guy that goes first line and +3s it. I just thought it'd be more ideal to, put him on a first line. Everybody wants to be a second liner. Everybody out here wants to be second line for this team. And if that's the case, I don't know if we want to spend as much. Phil Kessel, all penalty killing units, he don't fit as well. Seshnikov, you're too expensive. Thomas Hurdle's an 85 overall in this game. That might work out. And just kidding, doesn't fit anywhere. Hoffman only fits on the second line. I just realized that this might be old chemistry. I think it does that still. That's the problem with waiting until changing a coach. I don't think it updates, does it? It didn't last year. We might be looking at guys that have the wrong scheme fit showing up. So that's going to be that's a pain. We're going to have to go look and see what our coach's scheme fits are here real quickly. See if they match in there pretty well. All right, so there's no chance we're going to remember all this. I want to hear you guys' secrets. What is the secret to remembering this? We're looking for a first liner and he's second liner. So we're looking at overload first line, behind the net second line. And then the second line's more of a shooter. Everything else is balanced. The efficiency, don't really care about as much there. So I'm going to look at that one more time because I already forget. Beautiful. Love it, right? So we're looking at overload line strategy behind the net for the second line. First line overload, second line behind the net. Shoot second line. Overload behind the net. Overload behind the net. Back to the player search screen we go here. All right, so we'll start off with Couture, who is making a lot of money. We're not going to start off with Couture. That's a little expensive. How about Tara Vinen? $5 million. Overload and behind the net. That's what we're looking for here, baby. What do you got for us, Couture? Is it even going to show us? We didn't actually look that up, and it's not going to show us, is it? I don't think it will. There's got to be a way to see that. I could have swore it showed you from here. Maybe it's just a draft thing. Oh, well. All right, cool. So we're going to try to swing for the fences here and hope for the best. 35-year-old Eric Staal. Always like trading for Eric Staal. Always fits well. Second line, they're saying here, for the time being, but we don't know how well that's going to turn out there. We'll talk little Eric Staal. Why not? We'll see how he sims up this year. Last year he struggled a little bit, but that's a good second line guy. 85 overall, a little balance there. Let's see if we can make a trade here with Buffalo for Eric Staal. Yep, that's the trade players think. That's the trading partner. Thank you very much. Now we know. That's the trade value meter that is usually very skewed the wrong direction. We'll see if it's better this season. Usually it takes about 8 million draft picks. Let's take a look at the trade value of our team. Not a lot going. Gonna be honest here. They definitely changed the trade values this year. I like that though. But then again, we don't have a player with elite potential. Oh my goodness, do we have ourselves or do we have our hands full? Not a single player has elite potential. Holy, what are you guys doing? We got some sick trade value though. Look at that. We can make some moves with that because of, again, we got sick trade value for 2 years in a row. Even a second round pick holds a lot of trade value. They really bumped up the trade value for draft picks in the first and second round. Oh my. That's surprising to say the least. Let's see where Buffalo's at as far as the trade bars are concerned. Yeah, about the same. We got to take a look at another team here before we move this real quick. We want Eric Staal. Calgary's a better team, not the one we're looking for. Let's try who's going to be good. Colorado. That's the Blue Jackets. I said Colorado. Colorado draft pick is, man, everybody's draft pick has a lot of value. Okay, so they changed the values, and the first round draft pick now holds a lot more. I think I'm going to like it, though, because in essence, you have to pay so much for players in this game. And a lot of the time it's overpriced because, you're playing like 5 first-round draft picks to get a McDavid or something. Well, that makes sense. But there's other guys, I guess, that don't quite make sense. So I think I'm behind that. We're going to say a Buffalo Sabres second. That actually, we want to do our second. My bad. We want to go at Buffalo Sabres Eric Staal. If we can get Eric Staal for a second-round pick, well, they're going to let us steal players this year. We're going to have to control ourselves. I don't think they will, though. Eric Staal is a pretty friendly contract there. And what are we looking at from cap space? 83 to 80. Okay, we're 2 million over. So not only do we have no elite players, but we are overpaying all these non-elite players over here in Anaheim. That is just what you love to hear, is it not? Getzlaf, overpaid. Ryan Kessler. Hello. I forgot you was in the NHL. Oh, you're not. That's right. You're in the AHL. I forgot you was around. I can't believe he's down to a 70. What happened to Ryan Kessler? He is 30. Okay, he's 36. I was going to say he was solid there for a while. So we're going to try to dump Kessler on these guys. They're probably going to laugh at us, but that's going to make this trade work for us. If we can drop cap space, that's going to be interesting too. We're going to see how they feel about cap space dumps this year. Dude, Bronson's another guy that's got to go for cap space. We're just going to try to let loose Buffalo would be over the cap space there on that one, so we can't let loose that hard. I was looking for. How was that not going to work, actually? Was it because they had too many skaters? They have all kinds of cap space over here. Let's see what it said. Buffalo. Oh, yeah, it was 45 skaters. Perfect. So they do have room for this. We'll talk about Jeff Skinner. Why does he have no trade value? Oh, he's $9 million a year. That'll do it. I like this. I am a big fan of seeing the trade value stuff different this year. I was always like that. Okposo, $6 million. He shouldn't have trade value. Nobody wants that contract, so I love it. I love every single bit of EA changing up these trade values. Now, again, we haven't made a trade yet, but for now, it sounds good. So Eric Staal Smith for Kessler as second and Gudbranson. There's no way they're going to do that. Not a chance. Got to be honest with you, Buffalo is not thrilled to take part ways with what you're asking to send it your way. We can live with what you're sending us, but not that this deal your offer is woefully insufficient. I get it. I got you. What if we just drop Gudbranson and we drop Smith? I don't know if it's the salary cap or not. We'll see here. It is not. It was not the salary cap. So even though the trade meter is, bigger like that, it's still like, nah, you still got to send a lot to make the trade happen, which makes sense. I figured it wasn't that easy. We was getting, let's be honest, our second round pick for Eric Staal was just, that wasn't even fair. That was it, though. I mean, honestly, it might be in real life. Eric Staal a second, but last year that was costing you 2 seconds, 2/3, whatever. So to see it change this year, I didn't know how easy that would be. Let's take a look here. We're still trading more. Second and a third. Yeah, send it. Second and a third for Eric Staal. I love the new trade mechanism. Bookmark that. Bookmark it, clip it, come back to it in like 3 weeks and see if I'm complaining about it. Because we probably will be. But yeah, that'll work. That will work. We pick up a guy like whatever his name was. I already forget who it was. That's always promising. Now we're going to best lines this. Best lines that. I don't want to best lines the NHL, though. That was the problem. I think it's going to do it. No, it's not. Okay, so we're going to get rid of... We want to keep Backus, even though he's a 77 overall, because he's a power forward. We do not need to keep you. You was already benched, and the only reason you were playing is because we want to check out lines. And, oh yeah, he's in the AHL, so we're going to have to call him up. Whatever, we'll get back to it. We are going to go look for a sniper now and see if there ain't anything nice out there for these boys. Dylan Strome says, RFA me, baby. Man's holding out. But hey, he's got to do what he's got to do. Snipers, top line here, baby. We got some trade value. I can't believe it. I am pumped. I'm pumped, man. The fact that it looks like we're going to be able to make trades this year, oh, it's going to be great. It is going to be great. Ovi, looking great. We ain't getting any of these guys, but we can though. We got the first round draft pick. We're going to go back to, what in the heck? How did we end up, was we not looking at, how did we end up with Eric Staal? I think we was looking at snipers first last time we got distracted. That's why. So I'm nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous. But Johnny Gaudreau, baby, that is a sniper we need. Patrick Laine, an absolute beauty. But we're looking for a 1-year deal here. And Gaudreau's been talking about having his way. He hasn't been, but Calgary's been talking about shipping Gaudreau out the door. And today we're going to make it happen. He might not be going where he is planning, though, because he's going to Anaheim. I was going to say he expected a cup contender, but we're going to be a cup contender. Gonna be a cup contender. I wonder what this does to our trade value of that pick now that we do this. We're gonna ask for a 3rd and 5th in return, maybe even a 6th. I'm concerned we overpay here. So Gaudreau, and I'm gonna be over 45 skater limit. Unfortunate. How much cap space do we have? Oh, all kinds of cap space. Send it on over. Yeah, how would you guys feel about retaining a little bit of salary on your way back? We actually have this really nice player. I'm telling you what. I think he's honest. He'd probably be a first liner on most teams, but we're so loaded right now that we really can't afford to do it. And his name is John Cena. Actually, it should be his name because I don't know how to say his name. We're just going to continue to nonchalantly look over it and pretend it's not there. We're going to give up just nothing, I guess. I was thinking we had that extra player still for cap space reasons, but I forgot we actually did let him walk. Or we let him go in that last trade. So this is where things get difficult, though, because once we trade for Gaudreau, we have to start considering cap space. We can't just let it, we can't be reckless with it. We have 4 defensemen. The Juice is probably the guy that's not going to play anymore. That's what's going to be difficult there because we have to be able to hold on to the rest of these guys. Fowler's got to stay. Lindholm's got to stay. Larson's got to stay. Larson's got a friendly contract, too. The Juice is going to be the guy that gets out of here. Him or a peer or a person. So we might need them to retain some Johnny Gaudreau salary here. That might be what we're paying for instead is a little Johnny G salary retention. So let's go ahead and bump this bad boy up because we need to make one more trade. One more trade to stay under the cap. That's the reason we keep the cap on too. So you can't just like, oh, let's go to town here. Now that made the trade value a lot higher. It's amazing. So, okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's fair. I respect it. You know, the trade value for your side goes up higher because of that. Fair. On the surface, your trade looks good, but we are not keen on keeping the amount of salary you want us to. So they actually are really not that far away. Let's drop to 6th. Because you're retaining salary, I understand we're going to pay a little bit more. For Johnny Gaudreau, they're saying no still. Okay, we'll drop to 5th. How you guys feel about that one? Still not feeling it. Okay, all right. I got you. We're just trying to squeak in an extra pick in there. Johnny Gaudreau for a first, though? Johnny Gaudreau for a first. That might not be enough. But again, 2 years left. You're trying to walk him out the door. Trade rejected. They are not keen on it at all. Okay, so, all right. That's cool. That's cool because be honest, I think that was a little cheap. That was way too cheap for Johnny Gaudreau. We're throwing a 3rd round pick, a 1st and a 3rd for Johnny G. It is not going to happen. The trade meter is slowly going in our favor, though. Throwing a 4th. Trade is still rejected. They really don't want to take that salary on. That's what they like here. And that's what we need them to take, though. That's probably what the problem is. This is what we've realized in older games, too. That's where the trading gets difficult when you ask them to retain salary. That's when it gets really sticky. So we're going to add on a 4th, 3rd, 4th. And they are, I did not read what that said. I should have. That's unfortunate. We'll go back down here again one more time. We'll add on one more 4th. That is a different 4th. I just want to see the message again, to be honest. It is, we will not accept this proposal. Trade looks good, but we are not. No, that's the same thing we got before. What if we just say a little bit less? What if we say a little less than 3 million? What if we go 2.7 minus 250K, so 2.5, and bang. Trade still rejected. Okay, so they're not good on keeping it. That's why they want to get rid of him. That's why the contract is where it is, because they want to get rid of Johnny Gaudreau. But we really need to keep some space. There we go. Bang! 1st round draft pick for Johnny Gaudreau. You just got fleeced. You just got absolutely fleeced, Calgary. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. After to see the way that happens, we might have to take the trade difficulty up to hard. You know, normally you didn't want to move it at all. You moved it to easy. It was still impossible to make a trade. You moved it to hard. You was never going to make a trade. This year looking a little bit different. I'm going to go offensive defenseman. We need to pick up a first liner here. Again, it's a team that has a lot of value in their draft pick, though, so I guess that makes sense as well. Yandel is not somebody. Torey Krug, 1-year deal. A team looking to get rid of him. I think that's a good addition right there. Do you fit on a team? Torey Krug. EA loves you, but Boston's trying to get rid of you. First line pairing. Beautiful. Come on over, Torey Krug. Come on over. You're an RFA anyway. I don't know how you're under contract because you're an RFA. I guess it probably says that by him. Probably. What do we got here? We got one more move to make. And wow, look how low our draft value went there. Our team looked good, and all of a sudden down she went. So that's fair. All right, though. Fair enough. Fair enough. Torey Krug. We need to open up the door for the cap space. That's going to make things a little bit difficult here. What you got, EA? What do you got? Johnny G looking good. We can't move him. How much cap space we got to move? We got to move 3 million. Okay, that's a lot. That is going to be difficult. I don't know what to tell you. We can move you. We don't want to. We don't want to move you. Let's look here. Let's look at look. This is going to be the problem with Torey Krug making that big signing. Raquel, no. Eric Stahl's got to stay. Heinen, no. I don't know who to move. We might have to move David Backes after all. That's really all we have left. I was thinking let's keep David Backes for the bottom line. It'd be cool and everything, but at the end of the day, he's a bottom 6 guy, and that's going to open up the cap space just like that. Now, we're going to have to overpay for Torey Krug, though, because, again, our draft pick value, it went down, understandably so. It's still on a 2nd round pick. Second, first, Torey Krug. You know what's funny is I feel like Johnny Gaudreau should have went for more. Maybe he shouldn't have. Send it. Trade rejected. Okay, I figured you was going to say no. We got some work to do. I got you. This is going to be our move. We're making 3 moves with Anaheim, and hopefully they turn into a winner here. Trade rejected. Whether you look at it, you aren't where you need to be value-wise. Okay, so now's where things get difficult. Okay, I hear you, EA. We got a little bit excited. We was bragging a little bit about how well that last trade went, but now we're talking Torey Krug, an elite defenseman, and you're like, let's think about it a little bit here. We'll go second, first. Trade still rejected. Okay, they don't want to get rid of Torey Krug. We want him now. First liner, he's coming home. He's coming to Anaheim. I don't know where he was born, but he's coming home. He is coming home. Where was he? I feel like he's not even Americanese or... Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, yeah, he is. Perfect, Krug. You're coming home. I knew you was born in Anaheim. Second, send it. Overpayment, a little bit. A little bit there. We're going to go to roster moves, and we're going to call these bad boys up, though, and see what we got here. So, in the system, we got Krug, we got Staal. And the NHL, we're going to say you and you are going... We're going to get rid of... Who's the other guy? We have too many guys. We'll just call them both down. Forget about it. Hopefully that works there. Sorry, Ronnie. Thought you was going to make the team. It's not going to happen. So we'll go to edit lines. Well, best lines it for now. And we'll go and take a look at what this team's looking like. Hopefully a team that can win some games here. That'd be great. 3 moves? Just 3 moves to make a playoff contender here? That'd be fantastic. All right, great news. Torey Krug was all about that top line until we put him on a team, and he is now a guy that does not fit this game. I don't understand. There's something, I feel like we have to be doing something wrong here that is not allowing us to see that. That is driving me up the wall right now. You don't even know. But we had the offensive defenseman. Thought that would work. Didn't +5 it. That makes me nervous a little bit. We're going to move you guys back up here, and hopefully that works. It's still Torey Krug and Manson, still a solid D pair there. And as far as the offense is concerned, Gaudreau, Jones, Staal, Getzlaf, Raquel, Silfverberg looking pretty solid there. Raquel can't win face. I was going to say, how's he doing in the circle? But he can't. We got both lines +3 though. And we're going to see how that second line does. That's still going to be... See, I'd like to get Raquel. We need a top liner that can score. I'd like to get Raquel in that second line and potentially help things out there. But he can't win faceoffs, and that completely ruins the chemistry too. So Silfverberg's going to have to be the man. Silfverberg's the man with Jones. Hopefully he can carry that line there as a power forward with that size. We'll see how much chemistry matters in this game. If it doesn't work, we might have to... Would we go what? Silfverberg? Try to find a goal scorer for Silfverberg? We'll take a look. But for now, I think that's good there. We'll go to the special teams. Getzlaf, Staal, Gaudreau. Yeah, sure, it looks great. Jones, Henrique, sure, it looks great. Penalty kill. Henrique, Staal. I don't know if Staal should be killing the penalties. I feel like Getzlaf should be taking those draws. Gaudreau is not a defenseman. I hate to break that to EA, but that would just not end very well. Just throwing it out there. I guess it's better than Manson playing defense. I'm on a power play. That's why. Hello. Welcome to NHL 21. You made it? Great. Good to hear you. Nice to meet you. Maybe we'll put Gaudreau there then. Forget about it. Gaudreau, you can go back there. There you go. Changing current line. Lindholm, Fowler, Henrique. Can we switch that up a little bit? They ain't about that life. I think we'll put Silfverberg there. Which one's the better face-off guy here? It looks like it is Adam Henrique. So we'll put Silfverberg in and leave it as that and see if that gets the job done there. I feel like we need a sniper on that line. Apparently I felt wrong. We're going to try it out that way anyway. Penalty kill, Milano, Henrique, Manson, Fowler. Okay, that's better. I was going to say, I was concerned about what we was doing before with that penalty killing unit. That's better. That's better. The goaltenders remain the same as John Gibson and Ryan Murray. So let's do it. Let's jump into our first season in NHL with the Anaheim Ducks. I'm ready. I feel like we got to save first. I'm scared something bad's going to happen. Oh, there's a record book. I'm going to love that. I forgot all about the record book. Save file. Create new. Yeah, we'll create new. Make sure we're all good to go here. A little bit nervous. Let's go. Let's go and make some magic here in Anaheim. Get the preseason out of the way. Nice and early. It is for some reason, it's playing mind games with me, having a really bright numbers and everything's lighter in front of it. It feels like, I don't know. I see why they didn't have it like that before. I feel like the numbers need to be small in the corner and have the team you're playing be bigger. I don't know. It's personal. I think that would make more sense. I don't know. I like the difference or change up though. Let's get about, I don't know, about a month out of the way. See how she goes here. Sure. San Jose, what you guys got? We're looking for a dub early. Thank you for accepting your offer. Sure. I didn't know we was paying. Welcome to the team. Are you like the water boy? What do you do for us? I'm not really sure. I take the contract, I guess. W. Started the season 1-0. Oh, okay, 1-1, 1-2. Not good. So how you losing to Detroit? How you losing to Arizona? Come on. How you losing to everybody? Dallas lost 2-4. Anaheim Ducks struggling to start the season 3-4. Gotta bounce back though. You know how it is. Those starts, they can be slow. It happens. It's nothing to panic about though. Teams can get on a roll just like that. 6-5. It's a rather weak Pacific Division, so I feel like maybe 90 points can make playoffs in this one. And lost to the Blue Jackets, that's going to happen. They're elite. The 8-7-1 Anaheim Ducks. We're going to finish the 14th year, second week of November. Get a better idea here. Loss again. We just keep losing hockey games. I'm not really sure what's going on right now as to why we're losing hockey games. I wanted to see the Vegas Golden Knights game played, but we are 9-10 right now. That is not what I was expecting. We picked up Johnny Gaudreau, who is just killing it right now. 24 points in 20 games played. But here we are. So we'll take a look here. -3 on that first line, -2, -1, whatever. Gaudreau, you're there. We can't really change that line. Sam Steele's line, that's a concern. Henrique, Terry, Staal, they are struggling. The fourth line is kind of meh. I think we look at, again, Staal and Terry here. How you guys looking? Defense is kind of bleh. Defense is kind of bleh. I think Staal is a problem as a playmaker up there. That might be a concern. I don't really want a playmaker on the bottom 6. Maybe we try to find somebody to replace Staal here. And then Krug, how you looking? +3, good. Manson -1. Lindholm -5. Fowler -5. You guys can't be struggling. Our second line D unit right now is riding the struggle bus. We might actually be able to switch that since there's no chemistry. Nah, it's not going to work. It kept it the same there. Definitely wanted to keep the chemistry if we could. That kind of hurt us, though, getting Krug and not having any chemistry boost. I think we're going to look real quickly, though, for a top, or not top line, but a bottom 6 guy that's more of a playmaker, or not a playmaker, more of a two-way guy that can help out this bottom 6 a little bit. We're looking straight at Tyler Bertuzzi. Forward line 3, -6, 4 goals, 6 assists this season, but he's playing on the dreadful Detroit Red Wings. Bear that in mind there. Well, we'll look one more time. We'll look at LeBlanc. He is not even playing. He's not getting ice time over here in San Jose, apparently. Okay, then. They said forget about him playing. DeBrusk is a sniper. That's not going to work. And he's currently not under contract either, it looks like. I guess these guys are just holding out. They don't want to play or what? Hyman. Two-way guy. Decent stats there. Doesn't fit anywhere. Honestly, I don't really care. Be completely straight here. We'll make it work. Third line. I think we're going to look at Bertuzzi. I do like Bertuzzi. I do think Hyman's not a bad option. I don't think we need an 84 overall, so maybe we go with the 83 and Bertuzzi or Hyman, even though he fits nowhere. That concerns me. So I feel like Hyman or Bertuzzi is the better option because he actually does fit somewhere on this team. I don't like your defensive stats as much. Hintz is solid. No, Cirelli. No, Cirelli should have better shot. I guess he doesn't block shots as much. He should have better shot blocking than that. I ain't seeing a whole bunch more there. Bertuzzi looks like the man. What concerns me about Bertuzzi is those numbers right now. I always thought Bertuzzi was a playmaker. I guess not. 26, forward line 3. That concerns me a little bit, but it might work. It's Detroit, man. We're playing the It's Detroit, man game on Tyler Bertuzzi here and hoping that's the reason. And then the reason, or the guy we're going to get rid of is, you know, we're feeling generous. We're going to give you a prospect. How do you feel about Lundstrom for Bertuzzi here? Go ahead and send it on up. Write the papers. Yes, sir. Thanks for playing. That was, what the heck was that? Really? That was like an even trade meter and they accepted it. I am in love right now. I don't know what to do with my hands, my face, my finger, nothing with this trade right now. I can't believe how well it's been working. How much easier it is to make trades. We might have to put a cap on things after all, as far as what we can and can't make as far as trades are concerned here. So who was going to go? Was it Staal? I really did not like Staal play. The problem is he's the higher overall, 81, 87, 86 in a defensive awareness. Is that better than Milano? It is. I don't remember. 86, 87. It is. Maybe Terry's the problem. How's Terry been looking? 80, 88. How are you looking, Nicholas? Nicholas is playing pretty solid. He looks like he belongs here. It really might just be Staal that we swap straight out here. We might bring him back in if he needs to play later. But for now, we're going to put Bertuzzi in there, just like so. Yeah, that'll +1 that line. I tell you what, I think what we need, the problem is we still are lacking goal scorers. Gaudreau's been killing it, though. Point per game, Getzlav 16. That might be the big concern here for the team. As much as I feel like we got a pretty solid team as far as an average put together team's concerned, they might not be scoring goals. We'll take a look real quickly at the standings and get a better idea of things. We are currently in a playoff spot. Okay, sure. So sign me up. I'm going to complain. 9 and 10 playoff team? Playoffs at 9 and 10? Why not? Sure. All right, so we are 2.7 goals for, 2.65 goals against. Yeah, so we're definitely struggling. Power play solid. We're definitely struggling from a goal scoring perspective. So we'll try to monitor that. I want to believe we can score goals with this team, but we might not be able to. Let's go jump into some games though. See what happens. Here we go, Toronto. Here we go. Please lose. Please? Maybe? Overtime loss, that's a point. Overtime loss, also a point. Two tough teams. Colorado and Toronto. So that's going to be tough. W against Vancouver. Needed that. Edmonton, another big game, big loss. All right, so we got to start winning some games here against teams we're going to beat. Tampa, big W. Lost to Florida. We are just a 500 hockey club. Through in and through out. Big W against the Capitals, 7-0. We're beating up on some good teams now, at least. Lost to the Blackhawks. We just can't beat the bad ones, that's all. W against Carolina. There we go. We beat New Jersey. Team's starting to turn things around a little bit. They're 16 and 13. We'll play one more week in here since things are going well. Versus Dallas. How you looking? W. Beautiful. Columbus, you guys like to lose to us? You would? Oh, great. That's good news. I wanted to hear that. New York wasn't feeling it, though. 18 and 14 right now. Team still playoff team, but it is tight where we're at right now. Gaudreau's just killing it. I think they upped the scoring a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe Gaudreau's just playing that well. Still over a point per game. Getzlaf's at 31 points. Raquel's 16 or 6 by 16, so 22. On the second line, we have Eric Staal's over a point per game, or right at a point per game. Why aren't we scoring goals? Is it Silverberg? 5 goals, 12 assists. He is not contributing. That is supposed to be a goal scorer right there. That is a big red flag. Max Jones is 11 for 10. Silverberg, you're going to be the next one walks out the door, buddy. I hate to break it to you, but it's going to happen. The bottom lines are looking better. They're positive players. That's all we're looking for. Henrique's -2, Bertuzzi -6. So they've been pretty even since we've made those changes right there. Because I think that's what Bertuzzi was when he came over, was a -6. Do we really need to get a sniper for you, though? Is that got to happen, Mr. Silverberg? Because you're going to get traded. We ain't got room for you on the bottom third line. You're going to be walked straight out the door. If you're planning on, not putting up the goals for us here. 19, 2.78. So the goals still have not improved. We might make a deadline deal. We might do that. 2.78. That might be the game there. Let's go ahead, though. Continue the sim here. See what we got going. Hopefully, though. I don't know. I really didn't want it to trade silver. I was really hoping we could look at like 3 players. But it is Anaheim. I think we have to keep in mind Anaheim's a team that's supposed to be in a rebuilding type phase here. So things are going to be tough. But I wanted to try to keep it at a minimum if we could here. We'll see, though. Let's get to the deadline. Boston, L. Buffalo, W. All right, cool. Works. Goals are being scored. That's always nice. Goals not so much over there in San Jose. Arizona says eat the L. Tampa Bay says same story. Oh, no, we beat Tampa Bay. That's the second time. 2-0 against Tampa Bay this season. Telling you, the tough teams out east, beating up on them. Everybody else, Edmonton struggling. Pittsburgh 6-1, blown out. 3-2 Winnipeg, not happening. 7-2. Why are we giving up so many goals? I thought we had a solid D-core here, and this team is just getting obliterated from a goals allowed standpoint here in some of these games. 4-3. We ain't supposed to lose 4-3. We're supposed to win 3-2. Team doesn't know what they're looking for. 6 goals, 5 goals. It's the Montreal freaking Max Domi-less Canadiens, and we're giving up 5 goals to them. This team's going to have to improve the defense. 6-4 to Vancouver. This is unacceptable. We have the second best goalie in the league, and this team is getting plowed from a goals allowed standpoint right now. We're going to go into the deadline at 31-26-5. Tough. Moves have to be made. No questions about it here. We're in a wild card spot, and I think when we get to playoffs, we're going to be a tough team to mess with here, but we have to get there. So let's stop and once again figure things out. I don't know why we're giving up so many goals, and that is very bothersome. It might be part of that first line. They're all minus players now. And I don't know, again, I don't know why, though. I feel like we have some solid defensive players there. And Gaudreau, I guess the playmakers ain't helping as much there. 23 plus for Silverberg. He said, forget about trading me. I'm a plus 23, buddy. Best line on this team. So the first line's struggling. There's the third line. Bertuzzi is a -13. So Bertuzzi, lovely, wasn't the answer. I was afraid of that. I feel like last year, I thought Bertuzzi was a good trade option, and he struggled then, too. I don't know why, but he does for the stats. He has the bottom line's been beautiful. So again, it's that second, third line. So I guess next comes up is Terry's got to go. We'll get rid of Terry and bring in, who was it that we benched? Staal? I don't want to put the sniper in there. Or playmaker. That's the problem. We really need to juice up that line a little bit. Silverberg's been such a nice player on that line. I don't want to mess with it now. That's the problem there. We might even change up the defense. How's the defense looking? +6, +8, +4, +8. That doesn't even make sense. How's all of our defense positive players? And meanwhile, our third line just getting obliterated. Completely torn to shreds here as our third line. That's tough. I don't know what to do. I want to see... I'm afraid because of the way the rest... I guess it's the first line and the third line. That's the problem too, I guess, right? So maybe Raquel? Raquel, do you want to move down a line? And, ask him nicely, like, would you like to not play as much tonight? I'm pretty sure that's not going to go well. Am I crazy for liking what we have here? This team's scoring over 3 goals a game right now. And the only person I can say is Terry. We just made that Bertuzzi trade. The only thing is what about special teams? Is he on the penalty kill? That's the one thing we did not check out there. Penalty kill. He's not. Milano Henrique, that's good there. It looks solid. The penalty kill looks like where we want it to be. Henrique is not the answer at center there, it looks like, though. They're not a big fan of that. How's Henrique's -4? It doesn't matter, though. With a penalty kill, it's not going to be affected there. What if we put... Oh, you want us to put a defenseman at center? That seems like a good idea. I'll try that. Yeah, that's great. I bet that works out great. Oh, yeah, what could possibly go wrong? It'd be Getzlov, I think, would have to play there if we put him there. We're gonna put Getzlov there and see what happens. Changing current line. That's not good. Not gonna happen there. I think the problem is it's a 3-on-5, and there's not gonna be good chemistry. Period. That's just expected there. So we're gonna leave that as is. Leave that as is. The team's scoring goals. I guess we're going to have to look for a third line guy. I really don't want to get rid of... I don't even remember your name. That's how much I want to keep you. But I really don't want to get rid of him. It is Torey. Yeah, Torey would be nice to keep. I think we're really holding on to Bertuzzi, too. That's going to be something that's bothersome there. I think what is really concerning here is Jones can move down to the third line. I shouldn't say concerning, but an option. But what makes me nervous is moving him to the third line is that second line starting to struggle. And the first line's kind of got to be where it is. We got to put together there. We're in that we can't turn back sort of phase right now. I almost forgot, though. It's trade day mania, right? Buyer. We are a buyer. And now what can we do? Enter trade deadline. Yeah, what would you like to enter trade deadline? This is got new to the game this year. Kind of interested here. Say it's 6 a.m. Sweep. Dustin Byfuglien is on the block. Top 10 players. We don't want Dustin Byfuglien. How do I keep going here? That is not what you do. That's top 10. Now, how do I go? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Fleury, no. Couture, I'm interested. So is 3 other teams. What's he looking like? Playmaker, not that interested. Two-way forward and Josh Bailey, interested. Call us. Give us a phone. 4 years left. I don't know if we want to go that direction. Mantha, we already took one Detroit Red Wing. I don't know if we need another one. But he's a power forward. Power forward. He's a first line. He wants the return of a first line forward. Are you crazy? Who do you think you're trading away, Detroit? You're sellers. He ain't getting no first line forward in return. But he's got 1 year left. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Anthony Mantha here. I can't believe we're about to trade for another Detroit Red Wing. They want to get rid of him. 21. Oh, he's a plus 12. Oh, yeah, you can play for us. You can play for us, Anthony. Oh, this is sick looking. Kovalchuk, 49, 48. What is this? Assist leaders? I'm liking it. I was wondering how that bottom line, does the bottom line only work in a trade? Oh, we got a trade to announce. The Colorado Avalanche have traded a second round 2027 and a third to the Calgary Flames for, Eric Gustafsson. That was a nice trade. Second and a third. See, now that's a fair trade. All right, so we got to talk Mantha. Mantha, and we're going to offer up. You should not be asking for this much. I'm just going to be honest with you. He's got 1 year left. And we're going to give up a first-round draft pick for Anthony Mantha. They're going to want more than that. And I'm going to have more than 45 skaters in the organization. We are very good at doing that. We just like stockpiling everybody. We're hoarders over here. That's what we do. What on? I don't know. Who would you guys like? This guy? Sure. Here. I'm a player. I'm going to be great. It'll be fantastic. Send it. Bang. Bang. That's a lot, but first for Mantha. See, that's realistic. That's why I still can't believe we got away with. Would you like to end? No, I want to stay here, but I want to see my team. So if I exit the trade deadline, is that me? Look at the trade deadline. Just move. If I exit the trade deadline, what happens? I'm scared. If I back out, am I done? Can we not play anymore? I don't know what that means. Help a man out. Help him out a little bit. What do we got here in Vlasic? 85 overall, 85 in Yamerson. We might bolster up the defense still. The defensive defenseman is not the problem. We need the offensive defenseman to try to get some chemistry going with them boys. That would be ideal there. I don't think we're going to get that, though. Two-way defender in Byfuglien. Byfuglien's a guy that, what's he got left? 1 year. Let's talk about Byfuglien. Oh, he's sold? Never mind. See you later, Byfuglien. Ha! That ain't going to happen. Available. Yamerson. No, I wanted Yamerson. No, don't do that. All right, Vlasic, this is intense. I can't handle the trade deadline. I got to get out of the kitchen. Oh, wow, Vlasic for 6 years. Yeah, I'm definitely getting out of that kitchen. No wonder he's still in a trade block. Forget about that. I don't know if we're going to be able to make another move. It's going too quickly. I can't handle it. I want to back out. I'm scared. Please don't tell me that's it. I'm afraid. I am really afraid that's going to end the trade deadline. I think we broke the game, though. Thanks for playing, EA. Game is broken. There we go. Now we're still here, I think. Can we enter it again? Play game, sim game. Now it says the trade deadline's over, it looks like. I believe. Let's take a look. We're going to live and learn. We're going to learn through the mistakes in episode number 1. It is saying that is it. Yeah, that's the trade deadline. So we're complete. We have to make ends meet with what we have here. I think it's going to work. Terry, you're gone. Sorry to break it to you. We're bringing in big old Anthony Mantha. And I'm hoping and praying he fits on that second line. Oh, and he does. What a beauty. Send him on there. Max Jones. I like your power forwardness. but we're going to put you on the third line here and hope that works out for you here. I believe that's where you're going to go and hopefully help out that third line. You've been playing great this season. Boys need you. Team needs you. We got to sit up some games, though, and see how we do. A tough stretch to end it, to say the least. Gotta say the weak division. The weak division's going to help us out here, I think, though. We got to start clamping teams down defensively, though. Please. 3-1. Hey, we finally only got 3 goals, but we lost. There goes again, though. I'm happy with that. 3 goals. 6 goals is unacceptable. The reason we're giving up so many goals is baffling me. 3 goals. Maybe it's the defense still? I thought we had a pretty solid defense, though, when you consider the 85s, 84s, but I have not seen, maybe it's the scoring engines this year as well. We haven't played in, I was going to say that's the case, but other teams ain't getting blown out like us. I'm just baffled by how many times we're giving up 7, 6 goals. It's like our team just gives up. Starting to turn things around, though. 11 games above 500. We're out of the wild card. We're in a division spot now, so that's beautiful. Can't lose these games, though. And the stretch. There we go. 2 W's. Edmonton and Calgary. Calgary one more time. Should be all but clinched in a playoff spot. Are these Anaheim Ducks a strong end of the season? I tell you what, that is a fire trade deadline special. I'm still nervous. The fact that they just bang, bang, bang off the board like that, that's sick. That is absolutely sick. You got a chance to trade for guys. If you don't get them, you don't get them. But they're willing to wheel and deal. But let's take a look at how this team played to end the season here. Get an idea real quickly. Gaudreau, 81 points. Still ended up about a point per game. Eric Staal, 77 points plus 20. Huge. So that first line turned things around. Remember, there was a negative at the trade deadline. We brought in Manta, who said, let me just put your boys on the back and get going. Plus 22. Raquel, plus 2. 23 for Max Jones. What an addition he was. Henrique almost got back in positive territory. Bertuzzi still minus 13. Still a concern for the Bertuzinator there. That was the it. Bertuzzi was our only minus. Oh, Terry was too, but he got benched. So yeah, it feels like Bertuzzi. He ended up 500 to end the season, right? Was he minus 13 or minus 12? I don't think he sims well. I don't know what it is. He didn't sim well last year. He doesn't seem to be simming well again this year. That seems to be the telltale sign here. But we have 94 points. We was 3 points away from winning the division. Again, I thought it'd be kind of a weakish division, and it was. The problem is we're probably going to go up against the Central Division. I know we're not. We get to play our own division in Edmonton here. I think Edmonton was beating up on us earlier this season, though, so we'll see how we go. In our first postseason in the Stanley Cup rebuilds, here we go. Edmonton, game number 1. We're going to try to get through most of these quickly. I think we've been here for a while. I imagine you guys don't want to be here for like 3 hours. If you do, that'd be great. That is let's go, baby. 6 goals. That's playoff hockey, Anaheim. 6 goals. Fire all these guys. We're just complimenting their defense. 6 goals. W. Without W. Down 2-0 against Edmonton because we can't play playoff hockey. There's an overtime win. Needed that one. The comeback's real. Here we go. Win both the home games. We're looking good. Or we can lose a heartbreaker in overtime. And our playoff lives are on the line for the Anaheim Ducks in the first round. We got to jump into it. It could be the game ender. We got to jump into this bad boy and just get an idea of how the team played. I'm a little nervous because we just gave up 4 goals, so we're due for an 8-burger or so. But let's see what we got. Anaheim 1-0 early. Beautiful. Sonny Milano, Blue Jacket legend. Period 2. Anaheim playing good playoff hockey again. It is still 1-0. This is what we've been waiting for. A game where this team has only allowed 0 goals. So none. Not even only, but has allowed 0 goals. Could be huge here. Edmonton, a powerhouse. Understandably so. This team's going to put up their goals. We need to get an insurance goal. When you got Mickey D's, when you got Draisaitl, when you got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, these guys are going to find a way to put goals in the back of the net. I would like an insurance goal. I don't think we're going to get one, too. Oh, there it is. I knew it. That's why we needed the insurance. A minute left. Goalie pulled, and you let Yamamoto right in front of the net. This game's going to overtime, and Anaheim's playoff lives are on the line, and I don't like the way this is going. The momentum doesn't feel like it's our way. 2 shots, Anaheim early. Ronta making the saves. Ronta playing some goaltender over there. Ronta with the save on Henrique. Nothing going early. A bunch of shots from the outside. Halfway-ish. Power play, Edmonton. This ain't good. Please kill this off. Please kill this off. Please. Oh, my goodness. Look at the shots just go galore. Edmonton firing. Gibson playing some good hockey over there. Gibson's one guy we did not take a look at. How did he play this season? From a save percentage standpoint, maybe he was struggling. Power play, Anaheim. Come on, boys. We need a goal or a shot. That would have been cool. Anaheim gets a power, or Edmonton gets a power play. They just put 9 shots in it. Anaheim's like, oh, what's the back of the net look like? What's the shot? I don't even know how that works. 150 left minute. We're going to a double overtime. Double overtime, here we go. Edmonton, Anaheim, and there's the game winner. I knew it. I knew it. The second we gave up that goal, the minute left, momentum changed. Cassian with the goal, and the Edmonton Oilers are going to bounce the unlikely to make playoffs Anaheim Ducks in the first round after some big moves. Want to hear you guys' thoughts. How do we run the sim this year? It could be different if it's that much easier to make trades. Do we still continue that way? And maybe, I love the trade deadline. Do we put a limit on the trade players? Do we keep it as is? I mean, at the end of the day, we got bounced in the first round, so we can talk about what we did or didn't trade for. We was gone in round number 1. St. Louis gonna win the Stanley Cup. I want to take a look real quickly here, get an idea of what our man John Gibson did this season. I wonder if he had a part to do with it, how the goalies are simming up. Like, how the 90 overall should not struggle. 905, he did though. See, that's crazy. How's he got a 905? What's the point of being a 90 overall? I don't have a 905 save percentage. That's killer. Ryan Miller was 918. We need a better goaltender performance, I feel like, out of Gibson. That might have been the reason we struggled. That's going to wrap things up for this episode, though, guys. As always, if you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate you considering subscribing and liking. You never have to, though. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.